Smart has really been a godsend for me. After 8 years of going to other self-help groups and 12-step groups and coming away dissatisfied and a lot of times relapsing, I was really frustrated and felt like a failure. And then I found Smart, and all kinds of bells and whistles and lights went off, and like I said, it's really been a godsend for me. Smart, to me, is a very personally empowering program, and I found the REBT process to be an invaluable tool. It's really helped me through a lot of difficult situations in my life. I've been coordinating meetings for about a year now, and I'm really enjoying helping others through Smart.
Smart Recovery is offering me a new insight in terms of what addiction is, how it's broken apart, the different elements that lead to addiction, and then how to stop the cycle of addiction. And I'm finding it incredibly empowering.
I'm from Sweden and had been in AA for lots of years, and 10 years, but that didn't give me what I wanted. And then I saw Smart Recovery in the internet, and I said, wow, that is something for me, especially the third point with the ABC and to solve the emotional problems, because that was what I had.
Well, when I came to Smart Recovery, I had already stopped drinking and using drugs. I came to it as an insurance policy, and it's an insurance policy to have a backup plan in case should I feel tempted to use again or for risky situations, and it has proved extremely effective for me, and the coping tools that are in it has really helped to enhance my life in general. So I recommend Smart very highly. I got involved online because there was no in-person Smart in the area that I was living in, and the online group is extremely viable and helps a lot of people.
Smart Recovery is a network of support groups for individuals who have chosen to abstain or who are considering abstinence from any type of addictive substance or activity. There is no charge to attend a Smart Recovery meeting. Although not as well known as Alcoholics Anonymous or other 12-step addiction support groups, Smart Recovery may be ideal for individuals who would like an alternative approach to recovery. This video is designed for those who would like to learn how to facilitate a basic Smart Recovery meeting. This learning process will be accomplished by watching an actual meeting in progress. Unlike traditional support groups, Smart Recovery does not require its meeting facilitators to be in recovery themselves. Anyone who wishes to serve his or her community can learn to facilitate a Smart Recovery meeting. This video also serves as a great introduction to some of the fundamental concepts of Smart Recovery. In fact, let's review one of these important concepts right now: the Smart Recovery 4-point program. Being familiar with the 4-point program will help you better understand what is taking place in the videotape meeting that you're about to see. The 4-point program identifies the 4 main areas that any individual needs to address when choosing to abstain. The Smart Recovery 4-point program. 1. Building and maintaining motivation to abstain. 2. Coping with urges. 3. Managing thoughts, feelings, and behavior. 4. Balancing momentary and enduring satisfactions, lifestyle balance. Smart Recovery has a wealth of ideas and tools for helping individuals learn to enhance and maintain their motivation to abstain, cope with cravings, identify and solve their other problems often related to addictive behavior, and to achieve a satisfying lifestyle balance. So, Let's watch a Smart Recovery meeting. However, in order to protect the confidentiality of Smart Recovery members, what you're about to see is actually a role-play meeting using volunteers. And keep this in mind, this meeting uses a basic Smart Recovery meeting outline. The meeting facilitator, Tom, is just like you, a newcomer to being a Smart Recovery meeting facilitator. Let's see how he handles his new role.
Okay, everybody, it's time to get started. Welcome. This is a Smart Recovery meeting. My name is Tom Horvath, and for those of you who've been here before, the regular meeting leader tonight is Craig, but he couldn't make it, and he asked me to fill in. Now, frankly, I've never done this before, and I'm a little nervous about it, but he said that I should just do it the way the instructions said, and so that I don't miss anything, I'm just going to read the opening statement. I'll be leading this Smart Recovery meeting, and SMART stands for Self-Management and Recovery Training. I passed around a meeting outline a moment ago so that you'll know what to expect. This meeting is going to last 60 minutes. This meeting is open to anyone. No one is required to participate or use your name if you don't wish to. There is no charge for this meeting. We will gladly accept your donation, however, and I am going to pass around a basket later. Our discussion topic is how to abstain from any type of addictive behavior, including alcohol, drugs, and activities such as gambling. Smart Recovery views addictive behavior as a complex maladaptive behavior, not as a disease. We view recovery as our own responsibility. Smart Recovery teaches self-empowering skills designed to help each of us build and maintain motivation, cope with urges, identify and solve other problems in our lives, and achieve lifestyle balance in order to prevent relapse. This meeting is confidential. What's said here stays here. If this is your first meeting, you're welcome to mostly listen or to jump right in and join the conversation, whatever seems better to you. I have some literature that you can purchase after the meeting, and the meeting outline that I passed out explains some of our fundamental ideas.
That was the welcome and introduction to Smart Recovery. Notice that Tom, the meeting facilitator, simply read the welcome, which also serves as a brief introduction to Smart Recovery. When you begin facilitating your own Smart Recovery meetings, remember, just reading the welcome is typically the simplest way to go. Let's continue on with a check-in and see how Tom handles this phase of the meeting.
Elaine, I know that you've been here before, so why don't we just start with you and we'll go around the circle. And let me just ask everybody, take about a minute to tell us, if you've been here before, what's been going on in your recovery. And if you're new, if you want to, you could tell us what brought you here, how you heard about us, but you don't have to tell us anything if you don't want to. Elaine?
Well, I've had a pretty bad week. I've been drinking every night since the last meeting, and I had a bender over the weekend. My job, I made a bad decision taking this job again. This is about the third job I've made a bad decision at taking. I can't sell anything. The territory is just no places to sell. And I have a friend that's dying of cancer. And my life just keeps on getting worse. And I know that we're supposed to be, working towards a better lifestyle. And I'm just so discouraged.
Boy, it sounds like things have really been rough. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you came to the meeting tonight. Maybe we could spend some time later and talk about some of that stuff, see if we could help you. Does that sound okay?
Thank you. Yes, it does.
Okay,
Be
great.
happy to.
Great, I'm glad
I'd
you
be
came.
grateful if you would.
Great. Okay, Andy?
Hi, I'm Andy. I've been coming about 9 months now. Pot, probably my drug of choice, a little alcohol, some other stuff once in a while, but mainly the pot. Things have been going well. I've been working the program. The hierarchy of values really helps me stay focused, and I've kind of developed a daily program agenda, reminding myself with the cost-benefit analysis and some other techniques And these meetings are helping, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling more confident.
Great. Thanks for coming.
My name is Barry, and I've been coming to this meeting for 12 months now. And in terms of my recovery, I've been dealing with some issues at the job that had been an ongoing annoyance, but I've been able to find some management with that. And over the past week, since this last meeting, I haven't had the experience that I've been having with my boss. And I think he's been pretty much doing the same thing, but I've changed the way that I see him and see what's going on with him. And it seems to be working out for me. And I'm glad to see everybody here and the newcomers. And I really hope that that you can get something out of this, because it's worth your time. Okay?
Barry, that's neat. It's always really pleasing, particularly because I'm sort of a newcomer, to hear the old timers come back and tell about what's working for them and how the program works, and that you've had some success even this week for you in your personal life.
Thanks,
So,
Tom.
Great. And I think that you may be a newcomer.
Yes, my name is Roger. This is my first meeting. I'd like to thank everyone for allowing me to be here.
And may I ask how you heard about Smart Recovery?
It was suggested by a therapist.
Great. I hope you like the meeting.
Thank you.
And I think you're a newcomer also.
My name is Joe Martin. As a gay man, I'm just wondering, how do you treat gays?
Well, Joe, welcome. There's a couple issues I want to address right away. First of all, we think of Smart Recovery as gay-friendly, and if you have any experiences here that you think are not gay-friendly, please let us know. We want this to be a comfortable place for you. And as to pigeonholing you, we don't use the terms addict or alcoholic, so you don't need to call yourself anything. This is a program for people who want to abstain from their addictions.
Good.
So that's fine, but let me raise one more issue. Frankly, it sounds like you might have been drinking prior to the meeting.
That's common. People think I've been drinking a lot. I have a speech problem. I fell and had a closed head injury, so I don't walk well, I talk well, and I have thinking problems, problem solving, and frustration and stuff. So you can relax. I drink about 3 or 4 days a week, but I didn't drink today. You know?
Is it your intention to abstain? Or you're going to consider that?
I'll see how it goes. I'm going to try, but I don't know.
Okay.
It never worked before, so.
Well, maybe we can help you with that, and
Also,
we're not going to breathalyze you, so we're going to take your word for it.
good.
People are welcome to come to meetings whether they've been drinking or not. We ask people not to be disruptive.
Okay.
So as long as somebody isn't disruptive, they're welcome here. I'm glad you came.
Cool, thanks.
And I think you're another newcomer.
Yes, this is my first meeting, and I'm not really sure why I'm here. I guess I came to check it out. I was happy to hear you say that you don't encourage people to call themselves alcoholics or addicts, because I don't really think that I am an alcoholic, but my wife definitely thinks that I drink too much, and she wants me to quit. I think I sort of need to cut down. Haven't really decided that I want to totally quit drinking yet, but anyway, I heard that SMART was a little different than AA, and I went to one AA meeting and just did not feel comfortable standing up there calling myself an alcoholic, because I don't think I am one. I have a good job, and I still have my wife, and you know, that's just not what I think of when I think of alcoholic, but I probably could benefit from not drinking so much. So anyway, I'm just here to check it out, and glad to be here.
Well, I'm glad you came to check us out, and I hope that something you get from this meeting and maybe future meetings will be helpful. I want to clarify several points. We don't use the term alcoholic, so that's fine. And this is a program for people who want to abstain, who've chosen to abstain, or who are considering it. But we're not trying to control you. You can do whatever you want. We control our own meetings, and our meetings discuss abstinence. So to the extent that you want to participate in that discussion, I hope it'll be helpful to you.
Thanks.
Yeah, so welcome. And Lucretia, it's your turn. I know that you've been here for a while, Oh, I see we got, come on in. Come on in. There, grab a seat right there. And here's a meeting outline. Okay, and I'll come back to you in a minute, and I'll tell you what's going on. Welcome, Lucretia.
Hi, how are you today? My name is Lucretia. I've been in this meeting for 3 months now. I've tried AA and NA, and I thought I'd decide to try Smart Recovery. I find it very useful, and that's why I think I'm going to use Smart Recovery instead. It's been very helpful.
That's great. May I ask you what's been useful in the last week?
Learning how to take my problems and solve them, work through them, instead of picking up my drug of choice. And I've learned that it's a very valuable lesson for me to sit down and think it through. It's helped in so many situations in the short time that I've been coming.
Great. Well, that's one thing Smart Recovery definitely teaches, is to think it through.
I'm going to continue to come.
Great. Thanks. And I think that you're a newcomer also.
No, actually, I'm an old comer, but I've been away for about 3 months. I'm Ken. I'm still a crackhead, I think. I just spent 90 days, got my pot belly back. That'll be gone in a couple of weeks, I think. As I've learned all this stuff. I've probably been to 20 of your meetings, and when a moment comes, I just forget it all. I go to NA meetings too. And I pick up a little bit there and a little bit here, and hopefully I'll eventually pick up enough that I can apply it all and not go back.
So the last 90 days has been pretty tough for you.
Oh, it's been simple. 3 squares a day. All I had to do was work out and stuff like that. And like I said, in city jail, they may not treat you nice, but they treat you.
Okay. Well, do you think there'd be something in there you'd want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, I suppose, if it'll help me, from relapsing again.
Okay. Well, you said that you'd come to 20 or 30 of your meetings, but really this is 20 or 30 of our meetings. And I hope that all of us will make use of this meeting. I know I do for myself.
Oh, okay.
So you can say whatever you want, but I just want to point out that this is our meeting, and let's see if we can make it work for you when we get around to it. And I think that you're a newcomer also?
Yes, hi, my name's Martha, and I'm an alcoholic. This is my first time here. I usually go to 12-step meetings. For the last 2 years, I've been trying to stop drinking. I've been drinking all my life, and the most I've ever gone is I get those 90-day coins. I got a couple of those in the last couple of years, but I can never get past that, and I keep relapsing. And a friend of mine who's very concerned about me because I've been drinking so much the last couple of weeks, found you guys on the internet and found out there was a group nearby. So she suggested I come over here, so I'm going to give it a try. But I like AA. I mean, I feel blessed about being there. They've really helped me get back to my faith, and I think that helps me out a lot. So I think it's just that I'm not working the program, and it's all my fault, but I don't know how to stop this. It's just too much the last couple weeks. I'm so stressed out. I haven't slept in about 2 weeks. I sleep like a half hour at a time.
Well, let me suggest this. Maybe we could spend some meeting time devoted to discussing your issue. As you can see, this is a meeting with a lot of crosstalk. And Ken mentioned that he goes to 12-step meetings.
I was surprised. There's a couple of people here from 12-step.
Yeah, well, we encourage people to do whatever would be meaningful and helpful to them. So I think if you'd be willing, that we could spend some time on that, and you could learn something about how Smart Recovery works, and if it's helpful, you could use those things too.
Well, that's good. That's why I'm here. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, did you notice that Tom identified several members of the group who seemed to be interested in talking more about their recovery process? He also welcomed the newcomers and clarified some basic ideas related to Smart Recovery. This was accomplished without allowing for any lengthy conversations to distract from the flow of the meeting. This is very important.